Hey guys, it's Seth and Courtney here, and today we're going to be showing you a really fun thing to do at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. We actually have hired these two lovely people here. We have Faith and Harry, and they're going to be taking some professional photos of us here at our favorite place. So we're going to be showing you some photo spots, giving you some tips and tricks when you come to take your pictures, even if you don't maybe necessarily have two skilled hands like we do today, but we'll be giving you some tips and tricks for your visit. So if you'd like to join us, let's go. So next stop for photos is going to be in Hogwarts Castle. We're just going to go up, ask one of the team members, see if we can go in, just kind of bypass the line since we're not riding. So let's head inside. So a really cool photo spot inside the castle. A team member actually showed us. She said that this door in the queue is actually the only door in the whole castle that's labeled. So just ask them if you can come in and take some pictures, and they let you come right in. And something else that's cool in the castle spot is that during early park, Express is not open. So if you come early enough to take pictures, you'll have the queue entirely to yourself, which is awesome. And if you guys ever have any questions about taking pictures, just, go up to a team member, ask them. They'll tell you kind of where or where you can't go. And just don't be afraid to kind of ask for their help, because they're here to make your experience a memorable one. So before we head into Diagon Alley, which the entrance to is right over here, there's a couple photo spots out here in London that a lot of people miss. One is going to be the telephone booth. As you can see, there's actually a girl over there taking a picture in there now. And the next one is the night bus. So let's head that way. So for the night bus, typically, not sure exactly what times during the day, but Stan is out, which is the character there. But if you don't want to wait in this line to take a photo with him and you want somewhere that's a little bit more on the secluded side, you can actually go back to the back of the bus here. And there is another photo spot right here. So I think we're going to take a few pictures right here. You can actually step up here and on the steps, and it's out of the sun in the shade. So now that we are in Diagon Alley, there's a couple other photo spots to know about. One is going to be Knockturn Alley, which we'll head into now, but it is in the AC, out of the sun, and a great place to take some kind of dark photos, especially if you're a Slytherin like me. And the other spot is going to be around in Weasley's and in Gringotts, so we'll show you some of those spots now. So Weasley's does have the whole facade out in front. You don't even necessarily have to go in the store. It does have the whole facade like from the movie, so I think we're just going to take some photos outside of the store since it's more recognizable for us. And it's actually a little dark in Knockturn Alley. Of course, the photographer's cameras will show up fine, but I'll just show you guys kind of where it is. We're right across from the Daily Prophet. One of the entrances to Knockturn Alley is just here. So next stop for pictures is going to be the Tribute Store. And I know what you're thinking. What if we're here taking pictures and this Tribute Store is not open? Typically within the past couple years, Universal has a Tribute Store for most times of the year, and it's typically switched out. But while we're here, it's just literally the Tribute Store based on Universal classic movies. In the past, they've had HHN Tribute Stores, Halloween Tribute Stores, and they've also had like Jurassic Park Tribute Stores for new, movie releases and things like that. So take this with a grain of salt and go in when whatever Tribute Store is open when you're here. So let's go head in. So the good thing about the Tribute Store is it's full of free props. I actually think we're going to use one of these signs here to take a picture with. They also have everything kind of set up already to have the facade for one of the scenes from the Jaws movie. So we're probably going to take some pictures over here too, and perfect. Looks like there's some steam actually rolling out of here, so that will make for an awesome picture. And Seth, I'm thinking that we had a missed opportunity. We should have dressed up in some 80s clothes. We really could have made this work with all of these classic movies, but oh well. Missed opportunity, right? And of course we have to take a picture here next to one of our favorite movie posters, you guys know. And next stop for photos is Theater 3, which is home to the Back to the Future merchandise. Remember how in the Jaws room I said that they have free props? I'm sure they've got some in here that we can use, so let's take a look. I know one of our first photos is definitely going to be in front of the giant speaker that Marty uses at the beginning of the movie. Let's see if we can find something to go with it. I'm going to grab this Back to the Future themed license plate. This is out of time. Someone on the DeLorean, I believe. gonna grab it right quick and I think head over back to the speaker to take a quick photo. And I think I want to take a picture here too because it has the Enchantment Under the Sea dance poster. That will make a really cute photo. And I've seen plenty of people on the pass holder page take photos here, so I think this will be maybe one of our last photos in here with King Kong himself. Alright guys, so we wanted to get the inside scoop on some tips if you're wanting to come to the theme park to maybe take either professional or amateur photos, maybe with your friends or family. We just wanted to see maybe what some good tips are. So what do you guys think?
Okay, so the easiest one is don't be afraid to ask team members for help. They can take you like back behind the scenes in places you normally wouldn't know about. At the very end of the day is when it's better. For golden hour, the crowds have normally dissipated some, so it's much easier to come later in the day.
Well, those are good. Those are great tips. So perfect. Well, be sure to link their website in the description. So if you guys want to book them for yourselves, you can definitely do so. I can already tell. I haven't even seen the pictures yet, but they've done an awesome job. So we're gonna keep walking around and show you guys some more photo spots. So the back alley here of New York is also a really good section to take photos because as you can see, there's not a lot of foot traffic and it's pretty secluded. So this is a great place and it's done up very well. So we actually took some photos here and I think they are gonna turn out really well. So we're gonna keep going and show you some more photo spots. And of course, we are going to try and get a picture with Jake and Elwood before one of their shows today. When in doubt, just ask one of the handlers if photos are allowed. Alright, so I heard we had a few more tips for our viewers, so you have the floor.
Okay. A few more things if you do shoot in the parks, because not everybody can have a professional photographer, and sometimes you are limited on time and when you can do it. So if you're like us today and you have harsh sunlight, you want your back to be towards the sun, and also there's so many places at Universal where you can find a shady spot. And they're still really cool, but also be aware of the ground, because a lot of times, depending on what it's made out of, if it's concrete or brick, it has a different effect and it'll cast light back onto you. And it makes for really amazing lighting in the photos. So that's what we were just doing around the corner. So they were actually in this like really brick area, but because of the way the sun was coming in, because it is so strong right now, it was casting like really great light back on them.
That is awesome.
So a few more things to consider.
Yes.
If you want to get really nice photos.
Those are like really technical, so that's awesome. Thank you. Also guys, be sure to look out for these little signs throughout the parks that say photo spot. There are several in both parks that you can spot. So Universal does try to help you out if you're looking to take some pictures. So just keep your eye out for these. So another great photo spot for Harry Potter themed photos is the Hogwarts Express. We are going to ride the train back over to Islands, and while on the train, I think we're going to get 1 or 2 photos while we're in our house robes. Also, we plan to get some shots in front of the train as well before it leaves to go back to the other park. Our last stop is going to be at the Jurassic Park entrance sign, which we are headed to now. And after this, I'll try to insert some of our favorite photos from today's session for you guys to enjoy. Alright guys, so we are all done with our photography session here at Universal and Islands of Adventure. Be sure to check out Faith and Harry's website if you want somebody to do your pictures here professionally. We definitely recommend them. As you guys seen, the shots all turned out awesome. But if you are, not able to book anyone, or you just want to take a crack at this yourself, be sure to take note of those tips that we mentioned. Look for those photo spots.
Yeah, there's plenty of places that's great to take pictures.
Yeah, and like Faith and Harry said, be sure to come when there's good lighting. Kind of think about ahead of time what you want to do. And really don't be afraid to ask those team members for assistance. And there's the rocket going by. But anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure again to check out Faith and Harry. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more Universal content coming soon. And until next time,
we hope to see you on the next adventure.
Bye.